What's up guys, I'm going to show you how to increase your spawns in area 20 to shiny hunt more efficiently. You can do this with a bunch of different Pokemon like on rooftops and other areas around the game. I don't think you could do this with single spawn Pokemon like Froakie or Fennekin, and I will be using my 8-Bit Dope Pro 2 to shiny hunt in area 20, specifically the bench method. I do have videos of various methods like my recent respawn method where I caught my shiny Fennekin and the 1000 battles and how to set up the macros for this specific controller, the 8-Bit Dope Pro 2, and I'll put those links in the description. Okay, so you want to do this in the daytime preferably because you have a longer time to do this. I'm gonna try to get the water starters. I want this guy specifically because I want his shiny. Come on, buddy. So whenever he starts to turn around, I'm gonna save it. All right, he turned around. Oh, but I can't save it because this guy is annoying. Okay, let me just take this guy out. We can try it again. Come on, buddy. And Totodile is pretty easy to lure. A Malamar is pretty good as well. Squirtle can be a little bit difficult, and Dragalge just doesn't even move, so from what I've seen. As soon as he turns around, I could save it. There it is. Saved it and reset. Okay, I want to bring him a little bit more this way. So I can't save it. I can't save it until he like starts to turn around. Okay, so I want to drop a pin on him. Just zoom in a little bit. He should be like right here maybe. Pretty close. Okay. So I'm gonna go about 60 to 65. Drop a save, turn it off, turn it back on. You'll probably be facing that way, so you gotta turn around. He should still be there. He's right there. Now you want to take him back. I'm your friend. I wonder when he starts turning back. I think he starts turning back around like 50 or something. We'll see. We're at 50. Yep, around 50. Okay. Around 50 he starts going back, so that's cool. That's good to know. Alright, let's bring him over here. Okay, and as you can see, there's that one over there, there's the Squirtle, and there's this guy. So we have 3 here now. So what you want to do is go out here, save, now that you brought him back. So there's usually just 2 spawns there. I think if it worked correctly, there should be 3 now. And you can do up to, so there's that Totodile, and then there's these 2 here. Now let's actually kill some time, see what happens. There's 1, 2, 3. So normally there would be 2. You could do up to 7, I think, around here. So just repeat the process with one of them and you're good to go. You can also do this for the starters here. So you could get up to 7 spawns instead of the 2. Because there's always 2. There's that one and that one. So all you have to do is lure your Hippowdon this way. Just lure them, and yeah, it should be pretty much the same way. Now I want to show you how to do this with the alphas, but this works better if you're on the north side or the top side of this spot right here. So I think the gate is closer to the alphas. That's what makes it work a little bit better. Same concept. It is better if you try to do it just in the daytime, and there's no crazy Pokemon that'll ruin my day, so that's really good. So you want to just lure 1 or 2. You can do 1 at a time. I've seen people try to get to both of them, and it's kind of annoying. Yeah, Raichu looks like Raichu's coming. I guess in the beginning, try not to get knocked out. It doesn't really matter. It's pretty early on, but later on you'll be saving, so it doesn't really matter if you get knocked out. Alright, since Raichu's not coming, we're gonna try it with 1. Okay. He moved a little bit, so we're gonna kind of crawl him. So since I saved it where he was at, I reset. He's gonna be a little bit closer. We just lure him to the gate. So every time you want them to stay in the spot, you just have to reset after you save. The reason we go outside the gate is because we need to save, and we can't save when they're attacking us. So let's get this guy. So you can do one at a time. You don't have to do two. Come on. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Turn back. His new spawn should be right here. We kind of want to get him as close to the gate as possible, so we could be far enough from Raichu, or far enough from the spawns in the middle of this map. All right, there he is. Reset again. All right, so there he is. You do want to drop a pin just to like be a little more accurate. So I like to go 65 around there. 65 seems to work. Save again. Turn it off. So if he disappears, you've gone too far. Where he starts. And then if you come over here, you should see two more. And you basically want to repeat that process until you have 6, because you can have up to 6 here. It does work a little differently than the other one. There's different ways of doing it, but I found consistent if you just lure these guys as well. Like, let me lure the Altaria as well. Okay, so they're coming. They're coming. Perfect. This is basically what you do. You just bring them as close as you can. I want Dragonite a little bit closer so he won't despawn. That's basically what you want to do, and then you could just reset. You drop a pin, and I'm going 65. All right, we'll go 65. So they should all be there, besides the Bulbasaur. Oh no, the Bulbasaur's there as well. The Bulbasaur doesn't matter. Don't worry about him. It's just those three. You go here, and I only got 1 instead of 2, which is fine. And we got a good one because he follows you. This guy's like perfect. And then when he's there, you can save it, and then he'll just spawn there. That's his new spawn point. No, let's bring him. Come here, bud. And if you die, it's fine. All you can do is just reset. So don't worry about dying. It's not a big deal. They're all a little far. Well, like Dragonite kind of moved, but it's fine. So what we want now is to have all of them get really close to here. And then save, and then turn it off. Just show you with 5. And then you just have them knock you out. I think there's another way you could do it instead of this, but I'm gonna do it this way. I guess you could lure them back, right, to their spawns, but I don't want to do that. I think this is faster and easier. If we go back, and this is after the update, by the way, so this should work. So we have our 5 spawns, and they're all different. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4. I mean, we got 4, so. Yeah, so you can also set up your macro here if you want to do the bench method, and you can just loop it all night. That's how I caught a bunch of my shinies. I've done this a little bit. I am gonna go on the other side and try to get my Totodiles, so we'll see what happens with that. Thank you for watching.